2025 is really a special year. Major car companies not only get the price number, but also get the star road around me. The new Wish version is equipped with two top technology IPs currently in Kixia. What about Golden Zhengcheng and Liang self-driving video? Let's have a good chat about this car. Regarding this new ES Growth version, let me first talk about driving it, because I think the performance in terms of power still brings me a big surprise. Everyone knows that Qi is the logical function of domestic brands, and its main focus is a rolling technology. So what? Taishin ES Growth, currently the group's top technology IP. The Golden Growth Momentum 1.5T layer added special engine. The heat power can reach 44.5%, and the oil electricity conversion rate is also very high. 1 kilowatt hour of oil can generate 3.7 kilowatt hour of electricity, so it can make this Xingqi ES Growth board reach COTC. Down the 1,645 kilometer comprehensive, and in the first 2 days this one was a busy challenge in Hainan Island. It took 25 hours to get pregnant with the whole Hainan Island for a little more than 3 laps, and finally ran a real aviation skill of more than 2,500 kilometers. Therefore, it can also be proved that the strength of the Star ES growth control is really very good. Then after driving it, you can first feel that the process of its engine entry is basically impossible to observe, because its starter power reaches 2,000 yards, and it can be started within 0.3 seconds. Moreover, the arithmetic of the growth control unit is maintained in a golden range of around 1,000, so the entire running process is really very smooth. That is, drive a pure electric car, and the pure electric dual cock of this car can reach 255 kilometers under light. So if it is a 4-wheel drive for daily transportation or a short distance trip on weekends, it can only be used in a week. It is very convenient to stand up, and the light replenishment is also very high. It can go from 20% to 80% in 17.5 minutes, and the pure electric range is 153 kilometers. I think the performance of the chassis part is also very good. It is equipped with a pan-tilt smart bottom. The full adoption of double rear is a 5-connected sense. First of all, in terms of the layout of the bottom door, it is considered relatively advanced at the level of more than 100,000 Win. Moreover, it uses an alloy structure which weighs 97 kilograms lower than the conventional steel chassis structure. The next weight is 25%, so such a one can bring better comfort to the car. In terms of automation, this car also has the IBS Intelligent Line Empty Automatic System, which has a comfortable parking function. After turning it on, when you temporarily park at the traffic light, it will use its price selection to control your parking spot, leading to a problem. The car becomes more. Moreover, I think the tone of the entire bottom plate is also very advanced. First of all, the heavy feeling of driving is very good, and the texture of the bottom is very good. And the Xingqi ES uses the HDAS pressure system, which filters the fine waves coming from the road very well. When passing through the junction of these bridges, including the root frog and the road conditions in the retraction belt, you can feel that the filtering of the ground vibration is still very good, so you are worthy of the opportunity as the current one. The main promotion is an enterprise version of the drive, but what about the smart price? Star is actually a growth version, another top-level technical IP currently built. Columns already support full day short. Island end from departure from the parking space and reach the destination parking space via the Inner Road City Expressway. No manual intervention is required throughout the process. Moreover, this set of brackets does not rely on Gaogan maps. It can be used as long as there is a road, as long as there is an ordinary map to provide road data. It can be driven. The entire process is judged and exercised through his own perception system, and even it can actually reverse the car when turning around on the road and then move on to complete an adjustment action. Then in 2026, there will be more than 3.0 versions of VOA and event models. In fact, I am very much a manifestation when the time comes.
Now finally, let me discuss the appearance and interior design of Xingqi Yuan ES as an expanded version. When observing the complete appearance design, I believe you are all familiar with it due to its similarity to pure electric panels, particularly the lower net below.
Slightly.
There's a little change, and then what? The entire headlight adopts the popular through-type design nowadays. The two sides are decorated with a very large area, a kind of black piano test equipment. Moreover, when integrated with this big single rat, it actually looks quite good. Yes, and the length of the new ES is nearly 2 meters or 1.9 meters.
A number of...
Based on it, the entire front of the car is appealing. The first part feels well grasped.
Still?
Tai.
Don't come to...
Where's the spring car noodle? Xingqi Yuan Chengban, the length of the car is 49.45 millimeters, which is exactly 3 meters, so the entire body looks like it. It's still very atmospheric, and the rear of its car adopts this slippery nose shape, including its frame and its downward extension. Hey, there is also an anti-shark design on the front door, so the sporty feel of the entire inclined surface is particularly good. It is a 2-zone growth version of the drive. It is a 19-inch wheel tube design with a rolling set. If you can get 21 wheel tubes, the speech of the entire car surface will be improved a lot. What about the left side? What about this area? It is its charging port, which supports speed or slow. The electric opening feels particularly doubtful, and the efficiency is very fast when it cannot be opened. 5 minutes. Maybe sending 20% to 80% can increase 153 kilometers.
What about the center of the car? I think the overall interior design of the new ES is still very beautiful. First of all, with the combination of two-tone red plus colors, the entire interior color looks quite high-end, and the layers of the entire center console are also very obvious. Moreover, it adopts a 1x1 design, and the seats on the top look a little skin material, so it can create a very good sense of high-end for you. Then in front of it is a long strip of 8.2 instant liquid. The content of the meter display plug is actually quite comprehensive. It's relatively concise. As for all the display information, you can easily and intuitively see the entertainment screen in the middle, which supports 2.5K resolution, so it seems that the visual effect is actually quite good. And what about the chip? It was also upgraded from 815 to 8295. Now it will be more powerful than before. How about the entire interface? It adopts a card-style design. The various functional partitions are very simple and can be quickly reached. You can see it on the functional device. It supports many such applications, including Bili and IE, including an app store. You can download some according to your own needs. Moreover, I think it is well received. It actually supports Apple's CarPlay. For heavy CarPlay users like me, this is really a configuration that needs to be well received. What about the rear row of the middle phone? Shinji ES has a 3-meter walking G. You can see that the front is the fitted driving posture when I was driving just now. I am 1.77 meters tall, and then I sit in the back row. You can see that there is more space for 4 punches, and the entire floor is also a flat design, and the length of the seat is also relatively long. The support for the thighs is very good. The head is a panoramic canopy, and the front and back sections are divided into 2 sections. In the latter section, the rear gear and glass are connected together to form a large piece of glass as a whole, and then there is this heat insulation design on the top of the rear passengers' heads. Actually, the sun outside Sanya is quite big today, and the ultraviolet rays here are also very strong, but now we are sitting in the car almost. Feeling. I can't feel the direct sun outside, so it can be seen that the isolation effect of its canopy is right and wrong.
Chang, what about the end? The growth version has announced the official launch price, so the entry-level plus. It is the Jixiang version, priced at 152,800 yuan, and the top Ultra 4-wheel drive plate is 209,800 yuan, which is about 10,000 yuan cheaper than the previous pre-sale price. What about users who place orders and lock orders during the launch period can enjoy 7 rides? So after watching this video, what about friends who are interested in the new technology Wishes growth version? You can go to the nearest store to try it out and find out. Nice department.